All right, so today is April 5th, 2020. And yeah, so if you want to see these recaps that I do daily, you can just go onto my Instagram page and I I normally where's my oh darn. Yeah, if you can just go on my Instagram page, you'll see that I swear I actually share them. So my Instagram, um, if you are interested, is Instagram. I should probably put in the slash GDay trades or Jai trades, and I try and share these every day. Um, Whenever I do get the time, I get around to downloading the chart, and then I put them in there. I guess it'll be easier if I easier to read if I write larger, because I realize now sometimes I'm writing so tight and that you can't really see it. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that. All right. Anyway, so just another recap on everything. The trade they had a really good trading day today, and essentially today was just basically trading this bear channel, and it was based on a 4 hour. Um, no, should I say? I mean, the time frame's the same. You have pretty much the same thing happening, but it was easier to read on the 4 hour chart, seeing a wedge top that led to this bear trend. It's hard to see because of all the different measured moves that I'm putting in here. So I'm just going to describe it based on how things looked. All right, so just before we even start, look at the higher time frame. So if you go on the 4 hour chart, if you go on the 4 hour chart, we have essentially what's been happening. We had a spike pullback channel, three pushes up here. This wedge failed, went even higher for another measured move, and another three pushes, wedge, and then as a result, we had this big massive sell off as a bear surprise. And therefore, this retracement, which was kind of weak, I only noticed how weak it was just today, meant that we're getting a second leg down based on this. So this is the second leg from this. And how did we kind of figure that out? So based on this, you have one pullback, two pullback, and then obviously the open created a third high and bear shorted that. So technically, the wedge started from here to here. And now what I was really expecting was at least a test of this high, but actually never really got that far. We had a breakout at the open, and the bears didn't even waste any time. The moment we had that bar go up above this previous high, we just sold off, and we'll just kind of go through that today. All right, so this is just going to be a really quick recap. I'm not really going to talk through it too much. So as you can see, we opened up here, and then we rallied so strongly all the way down up from here. I initially took a long here, and then I got out for a little small loss over here. And the only reason why I did that was just because I felt like I was chasing this candle. I didn't really have a setup. I don't like buying the first strong candle into resistance here. And then I went long after this candle opened over here. I closed and went long over here, and what was it over here? And then just got out again because I noticed that we were just wicking and we weren't really going past this high. This is the Globex high. I remember saying to my colleagues, I was like, this is a wedge top. We've finally broken this high and we could probably sell off from here. It was actually a very, very quick call. And of course, naturally, we did. So we had a massive bear breakout. I sold this low. We had a pullback. Well, actually, I put an order to sell this low on this candle. Got filled. Went for about 10 points. And I think we got our 10 points there, somewhere there. So you have, well, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, around about 10 points. And that was a good trade. So we have a wedge bottom over here, and then we have this bull surprise. Bull surprises tend to lead to a second leg, which was the second leg over here. We had this. I actually went again short. For some weird reason, I shorted here, and I'm not really sure why I did so, but I did. Maybe I hadn't reached my target, and then was planning on taking another short here, but didn't want to take this short here because of how tight this was. Now that I want to take a short here, this is a wedge bottom. And as you can see, we had a doji. But what was interesting was the fact that we kept on going lower, could not break the moving average. This was the second leg up based on this. double bottom, led here and failed. This led to this massive bear breakout, and this was a really good short from here, and we had another wedge bottom. Created this moving average, nice bottom test of the previous day's low that led to this massive cool bull surprise. In fact, this bar was pretty cool to look at because at the end of the day, it looks like we're erasing the trend. But that wasn't so much the case. We got to this moving average from the 15-minute chart, and then we sold off. Could have entered on any of these candles because this tells you you're breaking out, you're going lower. We now then got to test this low. We're at double bottom, so at least now we're confirming our trading range. But this is such a tight channel, such a strong breakout. The first reversal was always minor. Then the second didn't really yield very much. Had this closing on its high. Got a double-legged pullback, and then we now started to sell. At which point I already went short, and then we had this, a lot of indecision. In fact, we had an inside candle. This worked up, and then we just sold off from there. And that essentially is how I traded today. You had all the breakouts. This is a breakout of yesterday's low. This was a breakout of this trading range. This was a breakout of this particular range. So a good understanding of what the market is doing is very useful. Alright, that's my recap.